Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to the channel. Hey, what's going on? Good. This is our guest star today. That's Bill.
What's up, Mike?
Good, man. How you doing? Anyway, so like that. Okay, well, just for a little bit of background on what's going on here, for those of you that are new to the series, I'm rebuilding my 1975 pickup truck. And I am in El Paso, Texas, and I'm kind of working here. Mexico right behind me there. But anyway, I'll be here for extended periods of time. And so what I wanted to talk about is this truck and actually the people involved. You know, my son and daughter drove out to Alabama to pick it up, and currently it's in Phoenix, Arizona, where he lives and works. And so that's what's going on. He's been rebuilding it. And sorry for those of you that follow this series, but for those new folks, I just wanted to give you a little background on it. And I've been here buying things on the internet, but the thing that I wanted to touch on was the people involved in this. My son, you know, he didn't grow up with me, but you know, because of this truck build, I don't think we've ever been closer. He's, you know, been a stand-up guy on this whole build, and he really wants to get it right. So my hat's off to him. And then somebody else that I wanted to give credit to was Kerry. It's My Vintage Iron 7512. He's got a YouTube channel. And this guy really knows what he's doing, and he's been working with me on rebuilding the engine, and we've had some trials and tribulations. You can go back and take a look at some of the previous episodes. I think this is going to be episode 5 or 6. I'll have to check. But anyway, so that's where it's at. Got some video back from Kerry. I'm going to edit a little bit of that together just so you get a feel for what's going on these days. I'm pretty jazzed. It looks like I'm going to have a motor soon. So stand by. Here we go. Enjoy.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper.
Okay.
It looks really good. I mean, but we'll put a bore gauge in there and make sure they're straight. If it is, we're in business. I also want to magnaflux this because I'm sure they did. I mean, I would assume they magnafluxed it, but you never want to take anything for granted.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of comments from people like, when are you going to do this? And I'm like, well, you know, I got to talk to the guy that owns it before I post a video.
Right.
You know, informing him that his block's cracked over YouTube, that's like breaking up with your girlfriend by a text message. Just don't do that. Okay, guys, so there goes Eric. He just dropped off the new block, and it looks really good, but we'll have to check it out. It definitely looks like it's been freshly bored and honed. And so yeah, the next step is to get this thing checked out. I'll probably throw it in the tank and clean it again, but hopefully we got a good builder here. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the block that they just dropped off a few hours ago. So I got my bore gauges and my micrometers and straight edges and magnafluxer out, and I thoroughly checked out the block. I'm not going to do all that on camera, but I got some really good news for you, because this block is in absolutely beautiful shape. I mean, it's you know, somebody did machine work on it, and this thing is just almost flawless. Now we know we've got a good 30 over, we got a really good basis, and this is a really nice block. So I feel much more comfortable about building this one. and they got a great deal on this. He's going to be happy to find this out. This is a really good, solid block. Whoever did the machine work on this did an expert job. This is a beautiful bore job. I don't know if I could have done it any better myself. Maybe a tiny bit better. But in this article, they're talking about how that this is a truck motor and they want to get torque out of it. And so I'm reading on the internet information from all these performance shops and some of the publications, and everybody has a different opinion about the FE heads. And I thought, you know what, this is crazy. Some people say that the lowrider heads are the best thing that ever come along, and they're way better for a truck, and they make more power, and you know, and granted, with that FE build, they dynoed it with a low riser head, and they made 500 foot-pounds of torque. The horsepower was lower than that, but for a truck, you know, we don't care about horsepower. So 500 foot-pounds of torque, that's pretty impressive. So I thought, interesting. So what I did is I decided that I was going to find out for myself. So we know that we have the C4 big medium riser heads on this. What I did is I took a C4 head and I took a C8 head, which is the smaller port, and I decided I was going to find out for myself. So I took them and I flow tested them. Okay, so that was the low riser head, which is the truck head. Now we're going to pull that off and we're going to put the medium riser on there and compare our flow numbers. All right, we got our numbers. Let's do some math. But according to the flow bench numbers, the C4 head actually has less potential to make horsepower in stock form than the C8 head. Not only that, the C8 has a smaller intake port, which has much higher velocity, so it's going to give better torque at the low end. You're building a 390 FE motor, and you're putting totally stock heads on it. My choice is going to be the C8 head. Now, these are just flow bench numbers that are giving us a ballpark figure of what the potential possibility is for that head.
Now, how great is this? To have a guy that is so experienced and has the capabilities and the tooling to actually do flow bench testing on heads in order to build my motor. I mean, I'm blown away by this. So, and I know he's got, you know, a lot of people interested in his channel, and I'll put a link to his channel below, by the way, but just to be able to see it myself, awesome. So yeah, I'm jazzed. I can't wait for this motor to get built.
Okay, so needless to say, I'm blown away. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend to the owner of the 390 that he go with the low riser C8 heads, because, you know, flow numbers don't lie. And, you know, not only do they have more horsepower potential because of the exhaust flow, but they have smaller ports, so they're going to have really high velocity at low RPMs, which means more low end torque and more overall torque, a broader torque curve, hence the, you know, the 500 foot-pounds of torque on that stroker. So,
all right, I hope you enjoyed that episode, and please stay tuned for the following episodes where we get a little more exciting work done on the truck. So thanks for watching, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.